everybody, it's the Coast. This is a special edition of the Divisional Round playoffs on EA Sports. We are moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. With that, let's get up to Seattle. Standing by at CenturyLink Field, here are Brendan Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage. The NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Carolina Panthers and the Seattle Seahawks. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis on hand. This is a game where the defenses, they need to be on their toes because you've got quarterbacks here, yes, that can throw the football, but they can also run it very well, too.
Mobile quarterbacks. Remember, for the longest time, they used to tell the quarterbacks, stay in the pocket. We don't want you outside of it at all. Nowadays, that mobility, truly an asset, and people are game planning for it. As a scout told me recently, we are actually working with what the colleges are giving us nowadays.
Now a first down throw for Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
Complete to Curtis Samuel. Out of bounds at the 30-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a second and 5. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. And a throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get... The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now it's Newton. Rolling to his right. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Newton now to throw. And that will be incomplete. They start on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. The tackle made by K.J. Wright. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. Returnable for Lockett. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sport. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down. On second down, McCaffrey. He was taken down by Cassius Marsh. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. A shotgun snap for Newton. Over the middle to Smith. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Newton. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the ground, McCaffrey. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Chris Carson trotting back out there. He's over 40 yards here. Now Newton on first down. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, and it's second down.
They've been playing sound fundamental defense thus far and able to keep this offense from creating a major dent on the scoreboard.
Able to force the incompletion, but still waiting for that game-changing play. You feel like it's coming, the first sack, the first turnover.
In a sense, they're playing old-school defense right now. The new-school defense is what you said, taking the ball away.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. A second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
What do you think, Brandon? I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Newton. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25.
Ready? Right to the three. I'm scared.
On first down, it's Newton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And this is caught. It's Greg Olsen. Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here.
Following the fumble recovery, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get that one into the hands of Christian McCaffrey. And that'll bring up second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Now a run with McCaffrey. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to fourth down.
I think we've seen this before. Someone's down 3 scores. That situation there, it's just going to add to their growing frustrations, don't you think?
Yeah, a bad number 3 right now. 3-score game, third quarter, 3 and out, not what they wanted. And you can tell on the sideline, those faces are getting a little bit longer as this one goes. Here's Michael Pilardi now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they have made this look easy. I mean, there's not supposed to be anything easy about the NFL playoff.
Ready. Gun.
Newton on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jaron Reed able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
So after the sack, here's second and 14. Out of the pistol, McCaffrey. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Al Woods with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. Here's Michael Pilardi now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now it's Lockett. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt. with 7 on the return. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's Russell Wilson.
Set, ready? 20.
50. Hey, we heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
On 1st down, Newton escaping the pressure right and avoids the contact by sliding. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. To throw is Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And that is incomplete. Shaquille Griffin knocking it away that time in coverage. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete.
Let's get it. 8.
On 1st and 10, Newton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bobby Wagner, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this.
Ready.
Rip left.
Throwing on 1st down. Newton. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Brad McDougal. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a...
Here we go. Watch it, 3.
Let's put that team on the front.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
Good job.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
On 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Taking it about the 16. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. They're down here in the fourth, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustrating.
Ready, 780, 50, Mike 50. Watch the run, watch the run. Get it.
On 1st and 10, Newton. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And a decent gain there as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's ball as we welcome you back. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. From the 40 now on 2nd down. Newton, open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Throwing is Newton.
Pardon me, sold the goat.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Cassius Marsh in there with pressure yet again. That is the 7th time that they have dropped him here this afternoon. Another try after the first down sack. Newton over the middle. That's complete to McCaffrey. And he loses the football a 2nd time. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through. And that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being... So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaughan. You've been watching the...
Hello, everybody. It's the coach. This is a special edition of the NFC Championship game on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a terrific matchup on tap between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. I'll join you again at halftime to look at some of the stats and scores from earlier this afternoon. But for now, it's Sunday Night Football. And on the call, as always, Brandon Gaughan and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, as it's called, CenturyLink Field in Seattle. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about they'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. On 3rd down, Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And Freeman lost the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin them back. Here come the Seahawks and their offense now under veteran head coach Pete Carroll.
Ready, Blue 80, back 25. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Brad McDougal. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Cassius Marsh just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. Quarterback was hit.
So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. 10-0 the score after 1.
25.
On first down, Ryan. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. And now it's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. Let's go.
They run, Devontae Freeman. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Big Al Woods there to make the tackle. To throw on third down, Ryan. And that will be incomplete. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Cassius Marsh, his 2nd sack of the night.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
After the sack on first down, Ryan.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
He's going to air one out. He's got him in, complete. And all the way down to the 36-yard line. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. And a reminder, folks, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report coming up shortly. The coach with us as always. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here. And a pass from Ryan complete to Freeman. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. Ryan.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Come on, fellas.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Ziggy Ansah able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Caught on the right side by Jones. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And until that point, we haven't seen Julio Jones. That's hard to believe here this late in the game.
And no one more frustrated than Julio Jones because receivers feed off of catches. That's their fuel, and that's also their affirmation. And he hasn't been getting much of that in this game, and their team is losing, and he wants to have a better effect on the game.
Just the first connection. Ryan to Jones there. Now Ryan on first down. Connects with Sanu right side. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5. Up to the 25-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25. Throwing again. Ryan. Looking left sideline. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Again, Ryan. And Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Falcons in control of the football as we rejoin the action in quarter number 3. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Ryan will throw again. And that is incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
Fielded at about the 28. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. And that is incomplete here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
8 yards on the run there, and that leaves them with third and just a couple.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Now left side on the swing pass, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Back to the running game. It's Freeman. Yeah, Freeman was trying to work his way forward, but I don't think he got...
Yeah. Ready, 20, X3, 218, chopper.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And this is incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease.
Welcome back, everybody, to CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. We're set to go as the Falcons are in possession of the football in quarter number 4.
Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
Throwing on second down. Ryan. He'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 16 yards, a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. They were looking that time to get it to Justin Hardy. That'll bring up second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. To throw again, Ryan. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Mohamed Sanu there. And it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. To throw again is Ryan. And Jones has it over the middle. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down. Now it's Ryan. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
It's got to the point where we see guys like that make that type of a catch. Not fair goes through my brain. That size, that speed, and now they're acting like wide receivers too.
Yeah, tight end one-handed catches. They're kind of like wide receiver one-handed catches nowadays.
Just not right.
10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Over the middle, complete. That's Freeman. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Ryan, and that is incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his...
Ryan hit, and he lost the football. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. To throw is Ryan. And he's got his man on the out route. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to 4th down. And they're need to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. Now Ryan. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Ryan. Over the middle. That's caught by Ridley. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're set to go as the Falcons are in possession of the football in quarter number 4. On 3rd down, Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
The kick by Tavecchio is good. And high fives for that one. And they get to hoist the Hallis Trophy. Unbelievable victory. Moving on to the Super Bowl.
Hello, everybody. I'm Jonathan Coachman, and this is Super Bowl Sunday on EA Sports. Straight ahead, we've got a great one on tap between the Seattle Seahawks and the Indianapolis Colts. With that, it's time for Super Bowl 54, and we'll send you now to Miami, standing by to call their fourth Super Bowl together. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach. Well, the road ends here. It has been a wild, often unpredictable 2019 season, and now it's time for the greatest spectacle in all of sports. Super Bowl 54 from Miami. You know, this town has played host to 10 Super Bowls in the past, and tonight we write chapter number 11. And what a matchup we've got. Tonight, it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden, and it is our extreme privilege to be on hand for the Super Bowl. And I can't help but look down on this field, partner, and think about the history of this game and all the great players, all the great teams that have stood on the field for this moment. So special.
This game is so historic that while we call the Super Bowl now, that wasn't even the name of the first couple. It's the AFL, NFL World Championship game before the Super Bowl really took hold. And think about the Green Bay Packers winning the first two that got us kicked off and started towards where we are today.
And with a whole... first down. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Michael Kendricks in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. That's called setting the tone right away.
It certainly is, and it lets you know just how important communication is amongst the offensive line. They talk about it all the time, knowing each other's moves. You've got to be coordinated and in sync. Otherwise, your quarterback gets hit.
I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it.
Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Tedrick Thompson picks it. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
The previous play is under review.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook. Go play action. Toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Brissett now looking middle, and it's incomplete. Trent Taylor, the one he was looking for. And now it's 3rd down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brissett sets to throw it. They'll run the screen with Mack. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down. A first down throw for Brissett. Throw taken in by Taylor left side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. To throw again on second down. Brissett looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Mack. Give him 3 on the play, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down. Brissett on 3rd and 2. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. On play action, Brissett. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. And in the air once more, it's Brissett. Ebron caught left side. And he'll be brought down right around the 37.
Brandon, they didn't get everything they wanted out of that play, but the tight end did. And I don't mean it in a positive way. Great job of him holding on after absorbing that big hit.
Again, it's Brissett. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. There he goes, right side. And they bring this one back. It's a fumble recovery. A run by Mack to start the drive. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Up front, the struggles continue for this offense among the line. What can they do? Change the play calling? What?
I think part of that, yes, changing some of the play calls, some screens, some draws, some misdirection. You want to run any type of a play that will influence these guys to continue to get upfield. and find a way to use that against them and slip things in behind them. So some quick passes could work as well.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jaron Reed, he's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. A terrific return there, 27 yards all told. And the Seahawks will have great field position. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Brissett.
How about that, partner? His 2nd sack of the game, and that puts him in some pretty good company. 17 guys have had 2 sacks in the previous 52 Super Bowls, but only 3 have had the record number of 3 sacks in this game.
And we've got the list here. If he gets another one and everyone behaves nicely, we might just list those out for him. They begin the drive on the ground with Mack. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. On 2nd and very short, Brissett throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the connection with Devin Funchess. 3rd down here. An incomplete pass on 2nd down leads us to 3rd and inches. Now Brissett, and he connects with Ebron. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. We got 3.
Out of the gun, Brissett. Under pressure, and down he goes. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop 37 seconds to play in this 1st half. To try again after the sack. Brissett. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. We're in quarter number 2, and it's the Colts who have the football. Throwing on 2nd and long. Brissett, and the ball is knocked out, and the Seahawks have picked it up. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And what we just saw, very, very rare in the first 50.
20. Check.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll work this back to right around the line of scrimmage and surrender there.
You got it.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Play fake, Brissett. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only the DB's going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Brissett into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And now off to the races down the right side. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 46. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. 3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Starting the drive with a give to Mack. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target in. On 1st and 10, Brissett. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawks touchdown. Brissett on 1st down. Caught left side by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Ezekiel Ansah. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. This a give to Mack running to the... Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Colts in control of the football as we take you back to the action in the third quarter. On second down, here's a run with Mack. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. From the gun, here's Brissett. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Jared Reed with a big-time sack on third down. It's a loss of 7.
And that's his third sack, and that ties a Super Bowl record. Makes me think of my old college teammate, Reggie White. He had 3 with the Green Bay Packers in Super Bowl 31. Darnell Dockett of Arizona, Super Bowl 43. And Coney Ealy, 3 sacks for the Panthers against Denver in Super Bowl 50.
All those sacks, they've only been an official record.
Check. Watch it before. Here we go, D. All day, defense.
Brissett to throw on first. In trouble, and he's taken down. Jared Reed forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing, Brissett. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And first and goal is what it will be. Excellent field.
Check my 50. We own it.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Into the hands of his running back. Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's the Colts controlling the football as we resume our coverage late in this one in the fourth quarter. First down, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. To throw, Brissett. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Oh, and Mack has the ball stripped, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Here we go.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. A second down throw for Brissett. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 2 yards on that play. And that's going to lead to a third down. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2. To throw is Brissett. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
Come on, baby. Let's go. Ready. Hey, get in the weight room.
A first down throw for Brissett. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Mack, draw play. And an alley to run. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Brissett on 3rd and 2. Under a heavy rush and down he goes.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
It's taken on the 25. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And possession will switch hands for...
Like 50.
So don't say nothing.
Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A well-executed 22-yard gain. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. To the right side to Eric Ebron. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. Welcome to Draft Week. All the effort you spend scouting comes down to this.